What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and we are doing yet another rebuild, and this time it is a realistic one. And from the top of my head, I was looking at this team, and I was like, you know, this team ain't too bad. Then I looked at the receiving options, because apparently, I have injuries off, but apparently, good old, what the hell is his goddamn name? Allen Robinson, there he is. Wasn't in. That worried me for a second. Thankfully, I have the powers of lies, and Marquise Lee in one of our rebuilds recently was a superstar by the end of like week 2 or season 2 or 3. So I don't know what that whole story was, but I want to continue that. Middle linebacker Paul Posluszny. It sucks because he's amazing, and well, I don't know if I would call him amazing. I'd call him above average and consistent, and that sucks because I want someone younger there, but obviously in a realistic rebuild, he cannot be moved, and this is tough too. What do we do here? We got a lot of talent here. The defense is clearly the shining moment for this team. What do we got? No. I do not want to look at that. I want to look at, well, for one thing, we're not locked in at Bortles. Obviously, he's going to be our starting quarterback for the season. No, not a question there. But Blake Bortles, is his contract coming up? I would assume it would be. I would assume he's busted his way through the he's getting close. He's definitely getting close. So depending on what we do here, we'll have to take a look. TJ Yeldon is an interesting topic. I'm not sure how one of these guys haven't been traded, specifically Yeldon, because they like their Chris Ivory types. What about the defense? So that's what I wanted to look at. Of course, we have Ngakoue and Dante Fowler. I love me some Fowler, but Ngakoue is apparently amazing as well. Who do we use, though? I mean, personally, I would like to use Fowler, but at the same time, Ngakoue looks like the better choice. Defensive tackle, Abry Jones, he usually develops pretty nicely. Malik is expensive, but he's an amazing player. I'm not a fan of the contract they gave Calais. I mean, I'm a huge Calais Campbell fan in real life. I mean, look at him, 4 sacks as well, proving himself. But that's expensive. Hopefully he doesn't drop off too much. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they went for someone like him. I'm not really sure why. I guess you want depth, but I don't know. I mean, this team's got a good defense. They just got to get some offensive linemen, which we might be able to make a trade for, assuming anyone's in the trade block. If you're new to my realistic rebuilds, I allow basically any trade from trade block as long as it makes sense. Like Teddy Bridgewater, I wouldn't assume him to be traded. Jimmy Garoppolo, clearly. Hundley, I don't know why we haven't traded him by now. It also has to make sense. Obviously, I'm not just going to go for Tevin Coleman every time because I can. Richard Rodgers, that's a decent one. I'm not sure the tight end situation here, but you would think the Packers would be looking to trade him in real life. As a Packer fan, I can attest that we have too many damn tight ends. Like when we signed Martellus Bennett, fair enough, makes sense, top tier talent. We haven't had someone like that in Green Bay in a while. But then when they signed Lance Kendricks, I was like, okay, this is a little interesting. Richard Rodgers, I believe, is on a contract year. Why would we? If we're going for someone else, I guess Richard Rodgers might be on the way out. I don't know what Richard Rodgers is worth here, but I'd be willing to go up to a 4th round, I think. 4th round. What is our tight end? We have Marty Lewis. I almost said Bennett. Ooh, we have Michael Riviera. We don't need him. I keep saying the wrong names. But I don't think there's much to go for trade value. Did they sign anyone in real life for tight end? I'm kind of curious. Because, I mean, you've got some really nice tight ends here in free agency. Like Ladarius Green, at least in Madden, is sick as hell. I don't know who got him in our primetime league. I'm really curious. I should take a look. I think it was a team that really needed him, so luckily that's not too big of a worry. But did they sign anyone? I guess they didn't, but that is what it is. Let's go down, see if we have anyone else. I'm not really going to justify needing a tight end. It's not that big of an issue. Mercedes Lewis is still here, and once again, it's a realistic style, so I can't make that move. Dan Williams, don't need him. Gerald Hodges, don't need him. Really, we're looking for the offensive line. I'm not seeing a whole lot of talent here. Bernadou, I think, actually might have been a Jaguar or maybe a Bronco. I can't remember exactly. Maybe both at some point. Angelo Williams is still here. Come on, man. Time to retire, bro. There's got to be some offensive lineman here that makes sense. Andrew Tiller, I believe that used to be a 49er. I also don't want to spend money on players that suck. Philly Brown, don't need a wide receiver too badly. John Urschel, though. How good is he? I'm okay with John Urschel here. I think I'm going to sign him. So we're definitely not getting rid of Chris Ivory. He's on a massive deal here. Well, not like cash-wise, but years-wise. TJ Yeldon, on the other hand, is on his way out, potentially. So, if I'm not mistaken, he did really well, and then he just kind of fell off. So we're going to throw him on the trade block. Should get some value there. We do not need 3 running backs. We really don't, especially with Fournette. We have nobody wanting Yeldon. I don't know how that's even possible. So we're trading TJ Yeldon in a 6th round next year to the Redskins for a 3rd round this year. So, I mean, the team has very slightly changed. I mean, we have Urschel starting at right tackle, and that's basically it. Shatley might even move over to right tackle. Who knows? Offensive line is clearly a huge issue for this team. Actually, we're going to move Linder over to right tackle probably because center is just not as important. Leonard Fournette, clearly the shining moment on this team. Allen Robinson, of course, as well. And then we have the defense, clearly the better of the two. Don't know if it's going to be enough to get it done, but we do have a 1st, we have a 2nd, 2 3rd rounds this year. The hardest part for me is deciding what to do with Fowler because he's technically a backup, and I can see why. So I really don't know exactly what to do. But, I mean, let's move on and see where we're at. Because I would say hopefully when it's go to the playoffs, but A, I don't want to, and B, I don't think that's going to happen. To the draft stories, we have a left outside linebacker and a rugby player, so linebacker, D-lineman, offensive lineman. I have no clue. God damn it, I forgot what their names were already. I'm old as hell. We have goddamn Goldberg over here. I don't know what position he's running these days. Offensive line? If not, it's a defensive lineman. Barry Reynolds. Noah Goldberg, defensive tackle, looking pretty good. And then we have C. Wright, late 1st round. We know he's good. He's a prototype, exactly the position we need. Well, we don't need, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's a position we would need if we were going to go for one. Cornerback, not a huge need, but at the same time, I'm going to look at some of the late round guys. Safety is a huge issue too, so we could fill that need through the cornerback position. As you can see here, there's 2 decent safeties. One of them's like an elderly retirement man, and the other one isn't too far behind. I didn't even put Oma on the trade block here, and yet they're trying to trade me for him. If he's a starter, which I think he is, we will not trade him away. He is a starter, so he will not be traded. Untouched! That's another thing. Let me know what you guys think about me trading back. 4-2. Okay. But let me know what you guys think about me trading back in the draft. I like doing it a lot because it's very important. You know, it's not like real life where you have aspirations that every single player is going to be great. You know, that's not true. Where in real life that could be true. You don't really know. You know, everything's kind of up in the air. But in Madden, what you see is what you get. Now, when I say this is the tight end draft, I ain't joking. Like, this is clearly the draft for tight ends. If you want a tight end, it's also the draft if you want terrible right outside linebackers. So hit me up for the draft or the franchise details on this one if you just have to have those bad right outside linebacker drafts. 9 players to negotiate. Allen Robinson, let's get that done real quick. Clear as day. I mean, he's got it made in real life as well because I think he might be out for the season. Well, I mean, that's not good to be out for the season, but oh, is that why he got to superstar? He's quick. But you might have it made just for the fact that you know he's going to get a contract, and he doesn't even have to play. He doesn't even have to risk himself. So Paul Posluszny, this is tough because you know he's a cornerstone. He's a franchise player for this team. But is he, though? That's the thing. Like, he is so freaking old. Like, we'll let it go for now. Marquise Lee, wide receiver is a very easy position to get, but Marquise Lee is clearly an option there. Aaron Colvin, another guy, kind of came on strong. Definitely a player that we want to keep. I don't know if we did. Oma, I don't know about that. Jason Myers, great kicker. We're going to sign him as well. I should wait till the end of the season, but I have a lot of faith in this young man. Get that done. Podolski, I'm not really a huge fan of his stats. Chad Henne, no thank you. Ben Koyak, maybe. Tommy Bowen, no. Corey Grant, probably. Some of these guys, just 1 years. I don't know how well Bortles is doing, but I will say this is a very bad class for quarterback. Or we take Gianni. I'm not a really big fan of any of the players in this draft. Actually, let's go undrafted. You know EA's gotta be pulling my yanker with a couple of undrafted talents, right? Draft stories, we have another left outside linebacker with superstar Tyrell. That's a weird name to say. Tyrell Given joins the Heisman list. Franklin Gamble caps career by making, okay, so Gamble, Auburn's quarterback. So we have Chance Jensen, but also Auburn quarterback. That might have changed things. Apparently not. Do we have a guy slipping up here, though? Or not slipping. I keep saying slipping, climbing. I hope somebody climbs in because I'm alone. In the moment that no one's been waiting for, the playoffs, and see who's in. It was very close the last time I checked. I don't know if we're going to make it, though. I'd actually be a little shocked if we did. Do we? Of course we do not. 7-9, very iffy there. We started the season, what? It was like 4-2. We finished 7-9. That is really bad. Gonna obviously have to see how Blake Bortles played. It might not have been him. It could have just been all offensive line play. Bunch of L's, which is unfortunate. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. See how Blake Bortles did. 29 touchdowns, 21 picks, 4,600 yards. That's clearly an up year for Bortles. Fournette, 4.1 a carry, 9 touchdowns, 3 fumbles is a little high, but receiving, Marquise Lee, I can see how he went to superstar. As a slot receiver, he's amazing. Allen Robinson did pretty well. Mercedes did okay. Hearns did okay. Offensive line now, actually not too bad. Not bad at all. 13 sacks by the rookie. That is what it is. Holy crap. 15.5 for Abry. 14 for Calais. 10 for Ngake. And Malik had 9. Abry Jones, man. Thank God we already signed him because he is a freak. Good picks. Let's see, kicking. And we signed him to a big deal for absolutely nothing. He missed 11 of 24. That is really, really bad. That might have been the reason that we missed the playoffs for all we know. 14th offense, 13 defense. Okay, maybe that's not why. Do we have anyone on the list, though? Please tell me we didn't get any crazy awards. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we lost it. The reason why I say that is because, yet again, I forgot to change the sliders. So, yeah, Rookie Year kind of wasted there for some of these players. Thank God for the non-win. Yep, no awards. Not a surprise there. We are very unlucky. We have a quarterback with MVP honors, Keegan Womack. The thing about that, though, is unless he's late, I don't know if we can go for him because this team, I don't think they would go early quarterback. Oh, Texas A&M, superstar dev automatically. I don't think they would go quarterback. They would be very hesitant after making such a mistake with Bortles. I don't see how you could even justify taking a quarterback back up in that high round category. Take a look at the schedule. Patriots win by 8 over the Falcons in the Super Bowl. Now, let's see. Very important time now. We have negotiations. Let's see the regressions. See who we're going to give a contract to. Paul Puzzlesny wants 2 years. He's an 83 overall. I don't think he's going to get a contract. I'm going to withdraw it. I think we can get him for a better price in free agency. Urschel, we just got 4 years. He played pretty well. I actually am not that mad with this. I'm going to sign Urschel here. So now we have most of the players, well, some of the players we want back. Going on to free agency, the stage 1 of offseason, the second most important part. Well, not second most important, but second most fun part in the offseason, I'd like to think. Jimmy Graham goes free agency. Dolphins, however, easily going to pick that contract up. Tight end is a need for us, but I'm really not worried about it. Then a linebacker, like I said, Paul Puzzlesny, we might go for. Richard Rodgers is a free agent. Someone did offer him, though, sadly. Teddy Bridgewater. Do we have any quarterback options here? Teddy Bridgewater is getting offers up the booty hole. Not really a fan of that. I mean, I'd rather just go Bortles for another year. Halfback Eddie Lacy is there. That, you know, we are a team that would like a guy like Lacy, so we might give him a low ball here. See if we can get him on the team. Lots and lots of talented tight ends. Barnage. If I'm going to sign someone, I need to have someone somewhat young, like Luke Wilson, potentially. Luke Wilson. Mercedes Lewis is still on the team. Jesus Christ, man. Just give it up already. Raekwon McMillan is a free agent? Why? He's wanting next to nothing as well. We might have ourselves our replacement for Paul Posluszny already. Let's see if we get any of the guys we were offering here. I'd really like Raekwon. I've never seen him go to free agency before. And we were... Wow. And speaking of wow, oh my God, did you guys see that tight end? No way that's true. Yeah, I was about to say, they lied. They said... Was it this guy? I was about to say, liars of the deep. They said this motherfucker ran a 4.3. I was about to say, not a chance, pal. Not a chance you're running a 4.3. They had me for a second, I'll tell you that. Do we have any of these guys running a 4.3 maybe? I don't know, honestly. McKelvin looks good, but can't justify going mid-first for a position that we're rather stacked at, if we're being honest. Decent players. Always got to check the 7.6s just in case. You never know. But I would say, like I was about to say, man, that was so much potential. Guys like that, that's where your talent's usually going to be, is the 7.2ers late on, because that it's enough to get your attention. 7.7, he's not bad. That's enough for me to draft 6th round. If I can get to him, I will baptize that man. We need a linebacker, just one, and there most likely it is in the late 3rd, I believe. So last week to take a look, we're in desperate need of some players here, and I wish I had about double the XP I do here for points. This Womack, I mean, he's not the best prospect I've ever seen, but he had one hell of a combine. He's superstar dev. If there's even a split chance I can move up to the pick to get him, I will take that opportunity. This is a lot of, shit, these positions are late. Damn, there's a lot of question marks in this draft. The biggest non-question mark, though, is that quarterback. Who is number 1 overall is the question. Please somehow be a team that has a quarterback. It, of course, is the Browns. Dante Fowler, though. This could be our trade. Bortles and Fowler for the 1st overall pick. I think that was fair. They got tons of value there. Let's see. Can we get... I mean, I don't know why I'm saying can we. We have to get Womack. He's an 81 overall quarterback. We took a number 1. He is supposed to go 8th. Very good stats. Aaron Rodgers, like if you look at the speed type, speed, great excel, good agility, or great agility. I don't know why I went from great to good when it went up. So we trade the 14th pick and our 3rd round with Myrick for the 22nd pick and the 41st pick in the 2nd round. Gentry goes right before we do. Galipo at number 19. I don't even know what's going to be here. Hopefully a tight end. With the fact that there's 4 tight ends on the board here and my pick being tight end, I think we're going to risk it. Go for the next year talent. I could go to the 2nd round, though. This is a very tough choice. 1st, 3rd, 9, 1st, 9. 2nd, 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 all the way across the board. 260. I'm going to go Russell Mann, I suppose. Normal, supposed to go 30th. I really hope that Patrick guy wasn't good, man. I think we're gonna take this left guard, Roman Finley. Please be good. Normal, supposed to go 51. He's actually way better than his stats would tell you. Desperately need him, so if he's still here, which he is, please be at least quick. Quick dev, supposed to go 42. We took him 78. Great hit power, decent speed. We have ourselves a new, most likely middle linebacker. Please, my dude, you got to be good, right? Superstar, I knew he was going to be worth it. Took him 111, supposed to go 14. With Superstar Dev, we might have to try to find a spot starting on the team for him. Please be decent. Normal, supposed to go 78th. He's a 73 overall. Not that bad. I mean, he's great potential. Not that bad of an overall, so I guess we will try to start him at like free safety or something. God, I can't miss him. Took him 165, supposed to go 60, 78 overall. Quick dev. Great player, but once again... actually, I think he might be a little bit of a coverage guy. Lewis Little. Normal dev, supposed to go 54, 76 overall. Good enough for this guy. Moving on now. A bunch of offensive linemen. We got a lot of everything, really. Just no corners, but obviously don't need that position. The Jets came away with a nice draft. Gamble, I thought he was superstar. I guess not. McKelvin, not superstar either. Moving on to the Lions now. Galipo, we missed him. He looks good. No dev other than normal, though, so I can't really be mad there. Bartram, 83 overall. Wow. Tyrone Preston, good player. Oh, what about the safety we missed as well? That's another one. Halfback Burrows, slow, but decent overall. Blizzard, I did not think about this guy at all. We have middle linebacker Cohen's, not bad. What about Patrick? He's lower overall. That makes me want to kill myself. He was only 1 year older, but so much better. Superstar dev, man. You gotta be kidding me. Why would he slip? He's good. Ulrich, 81 overall. A lot of great tight ends this draft for sure. Solomon Hudson, good overall. Gianni Orr, quick dev, exactly what you would expect. Not a bad quarterback. Ours is better, but not a bad quarterback there. Question is now, what do we do? Because we have lots and lots and lots of players that we do not need. Like we have 3 linebackers with only really 1 spot remaining. So we have Telvin Smith and Miles Jack going to 83 and 84 overall at safety. I think Telvin Smith at safety makes a lot of sense. You look at the size, and he really isn't that heavy. He's kind of built like a cornerback. Want to see, well, a tall cornerback, that is. Telvin goes to a 75 at corner. That's actually pretty interesting. I think Telvin clearly will be our free safety. Strong safety is going to be tough because this Pede guy, he has so many better stats than Church, but Church is the better overall. But yeah, this is one of those times where I'm not saying that if we make it, we're set. But if we can just make the damn playoffs with this squad, we could be set for the rest of the rebuild. The interior is very, very young. The whole team is really young, but the interior is very young on the offensive line. All 76, 75. You know, the best we're going to really get. One of them with super, maybe one with quick. I can't really remember. Here's the linebacker core. I don't know who the hell this guy is, but he's going to move in there. Some brown guy. That's not what I meant. Miles Jack on the left outside spot. Veltung. I mean, I did not expect Veltung to be a starter for us, but he's not bad there. I mean, we don't really have much of an option putting Telvin at free safety. Corner is obviously going to be great as usual. Defensive end, Dearth is going to start here, or Dearth, because he has superstar. He's simply just better than Ngake. And yeah, that's about it. Specialist got a new punter, Ogle, and then Jason Myers, of course, still the starting kicker because of that contract. Let's advance a week, see if we can get something for McCann or whatever his name is, Can, and we cannot. So we're going to keep. I put the rookie quarterback, tight end, and middle linebacker as the guys we are going to be working on in training. Let me know if you guys would have done something differently. It was very tough for me to not use Dearth there because we do need, good pass rusher like him would change the game, but coverage linebacker is becoming a little bit of an issue, especially if the guys don't develop this year. So obviously that's where I went with, I think. And here I think we definitely got worse as a team. So I'm just going to say 8 wins and just be safe. Although technically that would be better than last year. So this year looks a little bit better for quarterbacks. Not that it is relevant to us. Don't know why I look at these running backs. They intrigue me so much because the size is just like, are you serious? Do you expect me not to take a look? That's gross, but efficient. Brett Kuhn. Oh, hell no. Brent Kuhn is the GOAT. Not that it matters. It really doesn't. I'm not really sure what we need at this point. Calais Campbell might be getting old, I suppose, but we have Ngakwe, and he's not even, starting anymore, so there's a chance that he might not even want that big of a deal to stay. Linebacker, I suppose. Safety is a big one. Cornerbacks becoming an issue. I would assume Boye is getting a little old. But that's about it. Here we go. Early 5th, I suppose. Decent player there. Looking for wide receiver a little bit more now because Alan Hearns and Marquise Lee, they're really not developing too well right now. They're still feasible, though. So I'm going to play it straight for you guys. We are 8-5. We've already hit that 8-win target, but look at the matchups we have coming up. I want to take a look at the Titans, see what they have coming up. I don't think it's going to be as hard as ours, though. Titans have the Cowboys, Dolphins, and Steelers. They could lose some of those, actually. If we can just get one win here, we might be able to take this thing. But I'm not a fan because we're losing the division right now, so I would assume a tie would go to them. Russell Pitts is a wide receiver as well. Solomon Charles, impressive, almost 1,900 receiving yards. Nice. This is a little interesting, though. Calling it quits early. Worried another injury would hurt his football career. Reggie Bradley has made the decision to leave the team. Does he mean he's done for the season but would still enter the draft, I would assume? I do not see a Solomon Charles. Oh, late second, B+, B+, B-. That's not bad. What about the other positions? Obviously, no, Pitts was one of them. He was the Heisman winner. Early first, that's a little high for my liking. And then I believe the last guy's name was something Bradley, and he was definitely a defender, some sort of linebacker, I'm pretty sure. Bradley, I do not see a Bradley here. So we lost, but so did the Titans. The Cowboys, I don't know how they beat them when they look rough. 8-6, please. And that will most likely be our season. 9-6 versus 8-7. All they have to do is even just probably lose, and they still win. No point in stalling the inevitable. 8-7. We made it at 9-7. Okay. 2 players have regressed. Who the hell was that? The punter. Wow, really, Fournette? That is a rare sighting, man. But just to show you guys, we did not enter our hand into this thing at all. No, not Jaguar. Well, yeah, technically, but... So, loss, win against the Giants there. Titans, however, they had to lose, and they lost 7-42. Damn, son. Did we just both make it, I would assume, and they got the home field advantage? AFC looking weak as hell, if that's the story. We were the last seed. Wow. Why didn't we get the home field? Did we tie them? Oh, they had a better divisional record anyways. God damn it. But we won. Hopefully our quarterback did win not MVP, but Rookie of the Year. Lots of yards. Decent touchdown to picks, I suppose. Fournette had... What? It said he went down because he was under 4 yards a carry. Unless it was a regression for 1 week, probably. Because he actually had a decent season, just fumbled a lot. So thank God for that. What about our quarterback? How many yards did he have? 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 fumbles. Whoa, where's all the fumbles from? Are these receivers? Alan Hearns is a scrub. Receiving, though, Allen Robinson did well. Hearns had a lot of catches. That's about it. Marquise Lee did really well. Man, not a lot of touchdowns. Not a lot of throwing touchdowns. Not a lot of passes. The rookies actually did pretty well. Defensively now, sacks. Please tell me our guy had a lot. Dearth had 8.5. That is not good. Abry Jones is dominating, though. The rookie middle linebacker could have won defensive player of the year as well. 6 picks for a middle linebacker is a lot, with 2 forced fumbles as well. Myers, much better this year. Goes from missing 11 to missing 4 on 1 less attempt. Punter doesn't do quite as well. Corey Grant, 2 touchdowns there. That's worth it. It's worth that near minimum. 5th in offensive, defensive had to be really bad. 5th and 0, 4th and D, and we land goddamn last place in the AFC for playoffs. Okay. What were we again? Who the hell were we? Oh my God. Orr was number 6. Thank God that he's in a different conference, because he probably won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Thank God for that, man. Where was our guy? I was about to say, he has to at least be there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, clearly Buckley. If there was anyone else, I would have sued. Might be the best linebacker. Hopefully, best wide receiver. I thought Allen would have definitely had it there. Best D lineman. Best linebacker. Number 2. No. Best kicker. No. Kind of want to see what Orr did for his season. Let's take a look, actually. Because he was like top 5, I believe. Top 6 for the rookie stuff. I don't remember where Orr went, though. God damn it. I don't know how to feel about this. This is worrisome. But we made it to the playoffs, so I'm not going to say rebuild success. That's the only way it's going to happen, is through that front. 84 to their 87. With the upgrades, maybe 85, 86. Very, very rough, but I still think we're destined for greatness. We've done pretty well pretty quickly. We're only going to get better. We have another draft coming up here We have a good wide receiver in there. Actually, I don't remember anything being great in this draft. But other than the defense, that's about it. Offense is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. We are not ready for this. Start of the fourth quarter, we have not even moved the ball. Okay, so the moment I slow sim, really, we go for it. We still can't even move the ball. Defense is done pretty damn well. It's not the Steelers' defense that gets you. It's their offense. And we're about to lose, not quite as bad as the Titans, but 32-6. Yikes. Not a great first playoffs. Womack didn't even I might have to change Womack's name. I hate that name. Sorry if your name's Womack, but let's just call it how it is. Le'Veon Bell did pretty well. Antonio Brown did okay. Got some touchdowns. It was us not being able to score. That was the problem. Dearth was okay. Picks, none. Kicking, just that had insult to injury. Myers misses. But yeah, I mean, that's our playoffs have come, and they've already gone. They are gone. Absolutely gone. We're going to do another year or two. We'll see where we're at. I think this is definitely a team that we can get to the Super Bowl with. It's just going to come down to us actually progressing the way I wanted us to. I know we won Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year, so that's a great step. But the XP was still really low for my liking. And in this draft, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to grab because there's not a whole lot that we need. Running back is fine. Wide receiver starting number 1 is fine. Marquise Lee, whatever spot he's going to be at is going to be fine. Tight end's fine. Offensive line, whoa, why? That's all I'm trying to say. Why? Don't know why we would switch that at all. You'd much rather go with the rookies if they played up to par. Linebackers, just got to develop. Safeties, not bad. Corner, can't get any better there. And then defensive line is right there as well. So really it's just performing. I think honestly, we are one big offensive line upgrade away from taking it all. So all these guys need to do is just have one damn good year. And then we have a locks down opposition in college all-star game, Trey Blanchard. And then we have another free safety. I'm assuming Blanchard's a free safety. Lindley, who jumps up the boards because of a 40 time, even though we don't know that yet. And then defenders had a hard time bringing down Joey Bacca. So Joey Bacca looks beast, and so does Blanchard and Lindley. Take a look at Bacca. I don't know where the hell he is. What position is he? It said he was a running back for sure. For sure. Fullback? Really? I'm not a fan of that. I'm really not, EA. I mean, I don't need him, but I'm not a fan. I'm not sure what it says, but I believe... Oh, Jamal Charles is a Viking. That's interesting. I believe the Steelers were in the Super Bowl, and they lose by 10 to the Packers. I almost called them the Fackers. Motherfucker. But my team wins it. Yeah, I mean, my team is the Jaguars. I will sign him. If it wasn't a realistic one, I wouldn't. But since it's realistic, we're going to give him a 2-year deal here. Should sign, right? Exactly. I mean, let's be honest. As a punter, if a team wants to re-sign you, no matter how bad they are, you're re-signing. It does not matter. You do not get the luxury of asking for money as a punter unless you're like the greatest to ever do it. Like basically, if a team gets rid of you and you're a punter and you're not great, your career's over. Grab 2 or 3 players there. Moving on now to the free agency. We should see a couple of names here. Don't know if I'd even be willing to spend any money though. So unless they're really good, Tevin Coleman, Bud Dupree is a nice player there actually. Tevin Coleman normal. What is Bud Dupree? Super quick. Kind of figure that he's a really good player. Martavis, only normal dev, so I would not be interested in him. Cliff Averill, don't need that position yet at all. Jared Cook, don't need that. Tons of running backs. Pause this draft. We made it to the playoffs, number 21 and 25, so very bad picks. We might actually have to use our picks to trade up if we want anyone. Pitts is 7.3 combine, very good. We know he's super, though. Nani, come on, Nani. Yeah, there you go, boy. So 3 spots. This is some annoyance, though. I'll tell you that. It's very annoying because I don't know who to take. Blanchard, I believe, is superstar dev. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. I don't know if it's true, actually. I think he was just shutting people down. Gerald Carpenter, 24. What about the corner? How old were they? 23. Okay, so the fact that he's 23, it makes me want to get Carpenter. Let's go. Quick dev. Took him 18. Supposed to go 16. Definitely need to trade up for him. Good selection. We have our new strong safety, I suppose. Let's move down now. I want that wide receiver. Can I move down again, though? Because it's a late second. Can I not just go to, like, mid? There you go. Bengals looking okay. So, mid-third. I don't know if Backo is a late or not. Early fourth. We'll take him here. Superstar dev. This is a really confusing one, though. Took him 77. Supposed to go 31. He's got decent stats, but he's a very confusing player. I honestly don't know what he is. Is he a tight end? I think he very well could be a tight end. We'd have to take a look at his catching stats, but I would probably argue that he might be. Guess I'm going to take the wide receiver here. We finally landed someone decent. 6'5", 23 years old. Finally a number 2 wide receiver. Hearns could be off the team. Not sure what his contract's looking like. Considering my second best player was a fullback. I think we landed a next year first round, though, so that's okay. Starting with the 22nd and 25th picks. That wasn't the worst scenario. We got a quick dev free safety. Buckner, who is a superstar wide receiver. This guy who's a bust. This guy who's developable but not usable for me. And Solomon, who I think had normal and he was kind of a bust. Not really a bust, but you know what I mean. Bust for rebuilds. What am I looking for here? I can't remember who the hell I wanted. Gardner, here's 178 overall. Slow. Yeah, I kind of figured something like that would happen. Morgan Patterson. No. Osborne, 75. I was about to say 75 in the third round, and he's bad. That's a little shocking. No. Superstar halfback. Very slow, though. Bazanes, slow dev, 80 overall. Ooh, tight end late. You know I love me them late picks that are solid. And a DT. Saints getting some steals. Derek Jones-Drew, solid steal. Superstar, right? Quick. What a player, though. Good job. Good job, you guys. Steen looked great. Is great. Here's Blanchard. He's got to have superstar, though, right? 71 overall with superstar. I don't care. He's shite. He is not good. Kuhn. Let's take a look at Kuhn. Slow. Oh, God. Jesus. Wow. He's normal, but look at him. 84, 85 overall. This is the guy we wanted, but we missed him by 3 picks. I'm mad. Whoa. 84 overall fullback. I'm going to sign him. I'm going to put him at goddamn left tackle. What in the world? What is Gay at safety, though? A 71 overall. He's 265. He could probably play a little bit of center. He's one of them old school centers, I'm telling you. So we trade Barry Church and Gibson for 4th round next year. Sendejo and Kaepernick. Obviously, Sendejo is going to be dropped. Kaepernick, I'm not sure about, though. We don't have a backup quarterback. There's not a whole lot of talent in free agency, so might end up keeping a hold of good old Cap. Never mind, we are actually reintroduced to our old pal, not Drew Stanton, our old pal Dowling. So we are going to use him. I don't know why Drew Stanton's on the team. See you later, pal. That's beside the point. We are going on to another season. Offensive line, hopefully looking to get even better this year. Buckner needs a huge year. He is due. I know he's a rookie, but he's due for a huge starting job on this team. Hoping to God he does it. If he wasn't 6'5", I'd put him in the slot. Nah, screw it. We're putting him in the slot. The slot receiver definitely always performs. No. That's not. No. Damn it. God damn it. I messed the whole thing. And then the defense, obviously looking solid as usual. I might actually have to take a look at this. Could we get, like, Calais in at defensive tackle? Maybe get rid of Malik Jackson? Because Malik's got to be getting kind of old, and he's only an 87 overall anyways. Calais is an 88. I'd honestly rather get rid of Calais, and I'm a huge Calais Campbell fan. Oh, this is tough, man. I think we're just going to play the same stuff we had last year. Because Ngakoue needs a contract, and I don't know if I'm willing to give it to him. We'll see what his price is. It's going to be very high, though. Clearly. Cutler is our third string tight end. Finally decided to do something for his career and switch it up. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the team. We're going to move on now to the regular season and hopefully get to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's a reach, but it could happen. I don't even think the Rams are even that bad, but going to trade Yannick. We don't need him, and I am not going to pay. I cannot afford it. I mean, I can, but I can't risk it. Like, I just can't risk us needing to sign someone even more next year. A new center, Bodine. Oh, no. Bodine, A impact. Okay, maybe not so good, right? I don't really know what we need anymore. Another defensive end? Replace the guy we're about to lose? I mean, because we drafted well. Cornerback, I suppose. We're getting thin there. We're starting to get agely, so we're starting to get elderly. The elderly's coming up, so definitely going to go for that position, I suppose, if we do draft. Like I said, I think we're not going to draft. Win or lose, as long as we make the playoffs and, at least we get to the playoffs. Headed to the playoffs, I mean, we have like 15 to 20 mil left over. We signed everyone we needed to. Maybe Sheldon Day comes back. We don't know. And we are in the playoffs, and we have an MVP, Mr. Womack. Oh, hello there, Mr. Womack. Texans 10-6, probably made the playoffs, but not enough to catch us as the leaders. Tied the Bronchies 30-35 from the Ravers. I'm just making up names now. Who was the best team in the league? Was it us? It was. I predetermined that. I'm not sure why. I really thought the Patriots were going to be there. They're usually like 14-2 by now. So, Womack wins MVP, and did he deserve it? He had a lot of yards, I will say that. Probably deserved it. Fournette, man, stop fumbling. Jesus. Same with Man. He's a tight end, and he's fumbling like nobody's business. Receiving, wow, Buckner, 1557. That's like the best I've ever seen a rookie do. Like, actually, kid you not. And in the slot. 6'5" might be the move there. Allen Robinson, 6'3". I don't know why it matters. 1,500 yards, almost 11 touchdowns. Allen Robinson's been the man, by the way. Marquise Lee. What about Baca? It's all right. It's all right. You live and you learn and you give up a bunch of sacks if you're Cam Robinson. Finally, Dearth over double digits. Campbell heard the talks, and he was not having it. What about, Boye with 7 picks, 2 for Veltung. None for, okay, Buckley had 2, I was about to say. 5 for Myers. He's 50-50 now, but in the last 2 seasons, he's missed still less than the first season, so he's still obviously increased. Offense has to be 1. It is. Defense, I'll give it a 2 or a 3. Probably a 3, honestly. 18. Okay. Maybe not as great. Jaguars MVP. Finally there. Womack has to have a lot of XP. It's only his second year. Buckley, Defensive Player of the Year. Should have been year 1. Offensive... No. I know he's probably a quarterback, but you're going to give it over Buckner? No way in real life they would do it. Not a chance. Almost 1,600 yards as a rookie wide receiver on a team this stacked. Not a chance. A team this stacked at wide receiver, at least. Buckner was the... Okay, yeah. Best wide receiver. Both of our guys. Myles Garrett, man. He's a legend. He's on 99 already. Oh, my God. He's a beast. DB, Boye wins it. Kicker, obviously, don't give a shit. Take a look at this quarterback, though. I don't even know who the hell he plays for. The Bengals, I think. I think it was the Bengies, wasn't it? It was not. It was some other team. Damn it. Gibbs. Okay, I mean, he played well, I suppose. There's nothing Trevor Siemian didn't do for them. That's, I like looking at my XP first, but going to advance a week because it does not matter. Womack has to be a 99 after these upgrades, right? 55K. I'd honestly expect more. There we go. Offensive line. The guards have 36 plus K. Buckner has 55K, and he didn't even win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensively, really not a lot. All things considered, Buckley, he won Defensive Player of the Year, and he had 15K. So here we go. I don't know what our team overall is, but the guards become the best offensive line on the team. Offensive linemen on the team, I suppose. Wide receiver, Godly. I'm keeping him at the 3 because it worked. I mean, if it works, don't break it and then turn it into something it's not. Quarterback, Womack has developed nicely. Linebackers, I wish Veltung would get to an 87 so we'd not look stupid. Safeties, they've developed. Telvin's been a good move there. Carpenter's great draft pick. Corners, I mean, we really just haven't done anything. We've have not touched the corner position. I appreciate the Jaguars having one of the best cornerback squads in franchise. And 88 basically across the front here. I will not agree or disagree with that. I like it. Kicking and punting, 78, 83. Exactly what needs to be done. Patriots first team, I know they don't have Brady, or they shouldn't have Brady. Hell no, we're much higher than a 90. If we're a 90, they're like a 63. Up by 4. How are we not doing better, though? Like, the Patriots' name is killing us right now. Defense, though, has come alive here in the fourth quarter. You can see they have allowed absolutely nothing. I don't even know if they allowed them to barely move over the first down marker. For first down, the 50-yard marker. 4th and 10, clutch play there. Who's the quarterback? Alex Smith. Interesting choice. Down or up by 6 only now. I believe we also fumbled at some point. Huge play on 3rd and 6. Could be a dagger right there, actually. All things considered, that could be the dagger, and it is. Unless Alex Smith is going to harness his inner Tom Brady, which he didn't. He threw a pick. He harnessed his inner Alex Smith, even though Alex Smith is having a pretty decent season. Although by the time this comes out, he might have played another game, and he might have completely crapped the bed. So, Womack, he played pretty MVP-like. He just didn't have a ton of touchdowns. 2 touchdowns for Ivory. James White got involved as per usual. Do we have any like crazy defensive stats? Dearth and Malik, and then Jalen Ramsey getting that contract. Showing up nicely here. Showing them who's boss. Getting that interception. Huge turnaround when you get a nice pick. Especially right there at the end. But I guess to be fair, you can kind of argue that it was kind of irrelevant. But still sealed the game, so that's all that needs to be told. 93 to their 89, so let's see if we can get our revenge here. I don't know. The Jaguars, they're pretty good. They're not a bad team. It's just Bortles isn't great. I don't know if... I think Allen Robinson might be hurt right now. Like, I don't think they're going to get it done this year, though. They did well against the Texans, but then again, it is the Texans. Start of the third quarter, get 3, not bad. Hold... Oh, they do get a touchdown, but we get one back. I think with the fact that the offense coming alive there, we could hold a win. Dude, that was a really good drive for them. 3rd and 5, huge penalty on the defense. And with the way we're running the ball efficiently now, 3rd and 10, gain of 10, and that should be game. 36 to 19. I mean, they're scoring pretty nicely on offense, but it's just not enough. The offense for us is just too much. And we're going to go on to the Super Bowl winning. Ooh, they actually scored at the end. Winning 39 to 31. Steelers did not want to go away easily there. Made us work for it a little bit there near the 4th. The 4th had to have at least 30 points between the two. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that 4th. 4th, 18 and 9. Kind of almost choked that one away. They scored our double what we had in the 4th. Womack had a pick. Still was pretty good. Very similar from the two. Bell and Fournette also very similar between the two. I'll give the edge to Fournette for the moment because he was on the winning team, so he had a lot more BS carries, while Bell obviously was in middle of the game, kind of not expected. Plus, if they would have snuck one in while they were trying to make the comeback, that would have also helped him a lot. So I'll give Fournette the thing. I don't even know if I showed the defensive stats. I don't even care. Going against the Packers. I believe they won it last year, so they're no joke. They're no joke. Let's take a look. We have a little bit of XP we'll end up using. I want to show you guys we didn't cheat. And I also want to see what the Packers have been up to. So wild card, did they have to play that? No, they did not. Divisional, they won 31-19 against the Eagles. Then they won by 3 against the Vikings. That's not too hard to beat. So going to be tough, but we have the team on them, I would say, pretty easily. So what overall are we? What overall are they? We're probably, what, a 93 still? 93 to their 91. They could win this. Win or lose, though, this is going to be the rebuild. So hopefully we can go out with a bang. If not, still a success because we took this team realistically 3 years down the path to a completely dominant roster who doesn't really have too many contract issues in the near future. I mean, you get rid of some of these excess wide receivers that I decided to keep just for the hell of it. You know, you move some of the draft picks for the future when you might actually need them, and you're looking pretty good, I think. I decided to kick it again. Sweet. I'm cheating. Everyone's going to be like, you cheated. You were kicking. Perfect kick every time. Ooh, off the bar, but it doesn't register because the bar is invisible. Let's go on, Rodgers. Throw some picks. No, I do not want to do that. Let's throw some picks, Rodgers. Let's have some interceptions today. Okay, defense holds them. Defense gets it from us. Good stuff for the D. So far, defense on our team locking up nicely. As I say that, once again, they lock them up 14-6. Right before half, could have had a score, and we didn't. We get the ball here, and we prove it. Up by 14, 27-6. I'm not saying it's over, but this defense is locking the Packers down pretty nicely. What the hell was that? Was that pass interference? Up by 14, just got to run the ball out a little bit, and we're doing that pretty nicely. I mean, unless we fumble it here, I don't see us losing. Up 3 possessions, and a complete lockdown defense. That will be the win, and yet another successful rebuild. The realistic rebuild. This time, we did it. The Jaguars win a Super Bowl over the Packers. Packers go 1-2, or 1 of 2, I suppose. 1-1 in Super Bowls back-to-back. I'd still appreciate being there if I'm a Packer fan, which I am. I would love in the next 3 years for us to have 2 appearances with one of them being a win. That's all that matters to me, man. Rodgers is disappointed. I'd be disappointed too. He wins that title right there, and he honestly, debatably, becomes the greatest quarterback to ever play. 3 Super Bowls is pretty nice, and he already has the arm talent to make that argument. Buckley, the middle linebacker. I don't see it, but maybe he had a lot of fumbles. Who knows? It feels like you've been there every step of the way because you probably were there every step of the way with your announcing. Crazy how that works, isn't it? You can watch every single game. Always. Womack, not really looking like a prototypical quarterback. It looks more like a middle linebacker or something, or like a backup quarterback. Or like a schizophrenia monster person. Yeah, let's go. Let's win this bowl. We did the bowl. Fournette was really disappointing. I mean, he had some good seasons. It's just he fumbled so damn much. He did take over a lot of the games in the postseason, though. Womack lit it up. Aaron Rodgers was completely shut down just about. Ty Montgomery did okay. Fournette did better, though, because he basically ran the clock out. Man had a lot. Wow. 12 catches for 127 yards. Look at the Packers' receiving core, by the way. Absolutely in shambles. Cobb, I don't think is even... no, Cobb was there. Of course, without Jordy Nelson, that's a painful one. Galipo, I forgot they had him. Kevin King with a pick, and Boye. I actually really want to see what Kevin King's overall is. See if I can surpass it. Kevin King, though, his stats shouldn't... Nah, I can't really make that argument because Kevin King wouldn't start for their team, so... But hey, successful realistic rebuild, and that will conclude our our rebuild week. So we finally made it through it. YouTube screwed me. Didn't technically get it done one after another because YouTube's uploading was terrible. There was no point in me uploading it in case you guys weren't going to see it, so I just didn't trust it. So you guys probably seen this on a Monday instead of Sunday like it was supposed to be. But it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Any suggestions for anything on the channel, even just what I could have done to make the realistic rebuild better? I think I did really well. I don't think I did any cheating. I mean, look, basically the telltale sign of a good realistic rebuild is A, tons of not real talent, and B, tons of players that were on the team in real life. You can see the 3 main wide receivers still on the team. Rookie, real life. Lacey, I mean, we don't know where he's going to be in a year or two. Quarterback, that's fake. Fake. Drafted, obviously, all these drafteds. 3 offensive linemen drafted. 2 exterior offensive linemen were real life. Miles Jack is real life. Rookie, real life. Rookie, real life. All real life. And then a rookie. So we didn't go for any outside. Like, I didn't trade for Richard Rodgers. I didn't trade for, Tevin Coleman. We went all in. Like, from what I can remember, I don't think we traded for anyone that wasn't a rookie, Like, we kept all of that out of here. We have Urschel, who is a free agent, but he's been backup ever since season 2. So, I like this team. We did very well with the drafts. I mean, that's how many drafted players? 3, 4, 5, 6. What else do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drafted players turned into starters. 11 if you want to count a backup, which I kind of would because it's kind of important. But hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys come back. Subscribe if you're new. I post a lot of franchise stuff. I post a lot of just Madden gameplay, a lot of funny stuff. Hopefully I think it's funny. and rebuilds in general. So hopefully you guys subscribe, maybe like, comment, do whatever the hell you want. But I appreciate you guys watching this video and all week. If you have, let me know in the comment section if you've watched all week. And I'm not going to ask for the like there. A lot of people are like, show me by liking. That doesn't prove shit. It doesn't. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you come back for the next video. But until next video, see ya!